there's the aspect of research, there's the aspect of training and advisory services, and these are linked together because the researcher, when he researches, he cannot keep the information to himself because it will be of no use. There must be some person who will take that research information and carry it out, take it and expose farmers to it, producers to it, or there must be someone who will teach some person what has been researched. So there is that link then between the research area, between the training and research, and training, research, and advisory services. Now, in the administrative section of it, we find that the administrators have Herculean tasks. They must be able to manipulate scarce resources. Anybody can tell me what these resources might be? What resources they have to manipulate? Land, money, manpower, infrastructure. You have to know when you go to the bank to get credit, you must be able to manipulate that so as to get the best from that. So the administrator has a great task, but he has a very important task. So in addition to academic qualifications, he must have significant vision. He must be able to see the big picture and see how the pieces in the puzzle fit together to make the big picture. Also, he must have interpersonal skills. Since he's going to be working with people, he's got to be able to take the people's potential and harness it so as to come up with a common good. So, I know by now you would have seen that a career in agriculture cannot be exploited on bare whims. You cannot decide, well, I want to be an agriculturalist and just go and jump into it. But there has got to be a lot of study, there has got to be a lot of learning that should take place. So to be a professional, whatever in agriculture, a professional beekeeper, a professional food producer, a professional horticulturalist, whatever you need to be a professional in, you must obtain a certain level of training, whether formal or informal, and then a great deal of experience. So then, depending on the type of activity, then you might need a mix of learning, you might need some informational learning, that is, you learn by book, you're going to school, you're going to college, and you're taught there. You're going to also need observational learning. That is, you're going to be able to have to see things being done, observe it, and put it together. But more importantly, you're going to need experimental learning. That is, you're going to have to learn how to plant a tomato. You're going to have to learn how to plant a tree, how to graft a tree, how to shear a hoof. You're going to have to learn how to debeat a chicken. You're going to have to learn, but learn by doing. That is actually getting in there and doing this thing. So it's going to have to be this mix of learning that you're going to have to go through. So you're going to have that mindset to get as much information, get as much knowledge as you can. Now, remember I said that that you can enter into direct production, that you can enter into research, or you can enter into sort of administration. And I just want to highlight some of the areas in agriculture that you can get into under the various themes, various headings. For direct production, you could be livestock farmer. You can be a food crop farmer. You can be an orchard grower. You can be a horticulturalist. You can be a fish farmer. You can be a fisherman. In the research, you can be like me. an extension officer. You can be a veterinarian like Don in the back there. You can be an animal health assistant. You can be an animal nutritionist. You can be an animal geneticist. You can be a farm management consultant, a forester, entomologist, weed scientist, and the list goes on. You can see the wide and varied career path that you can have.